Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, I am Tariqullah from APS 7 Streams, Quetta, Kent, your Pakistan Studies teacher. Today we are going to discuss our third lecture, that is Ideology of Pakistan in the light of pronouncement of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Pakistan is an ideological state. It was achieved on the ideology of Islam. Islamic ideology is in fact the ideology of Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan, struggled for the creation of Pakistan, keeping in view the clear image that the Muslims are a separate nation on religious grounds. On Islamic ideology, he changed the fate of the Muslims in South Asia. He compelled the British and the Hindus to partition India. He changed the course of the history of the Muslims of subcontinent. He described that Muslims are different nations from the other nations. He gave the concept of two-nation theory and described it at different occasions. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the great advocate of two-nation theory. He gave the Muslims the status of a separate nation in every respect. He said that the religion, beliefs, prayers, customs, traditions, rituals, way of living, economic system, and the social values of Muslims are quite different from the Hindus. They could not live together in a same state. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, Muslims are a nation according to any definition of the word, and they must have their separate homeland, their territory, and their state. He also said that the Hindus and the Muslims belong to different civilizations, and the base of which lead the separation between the Muslims and the Hindus. In the presidential address at Lahore at the time of Pakistan resolutions, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said that the Muslims are the separate nations because their customs, traditions, civilizations, culture, and all above religion is different from each other. In spite of fact that they have been living in the same country for the centuries, but both are different from each other. Their aspects of life, their living style is totally different from each other. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah also said that Islam is a complete code of life. While addressing to the students in March 1944, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said that Islam is our guide and it is the complete code of life. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah considered that Islamic system is a full system on which Muslims can spend their lives. He wanted to establish the system of the country that is based on Quran. He wanted a state where Muslims should lead their lives according to the teaching of the principles of Holy Quran. Fundamental demand of Islam. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah considered that the demand of Pakistan as the fundamental demand of Islam. He believed that the Muslim cannot live in a slavery where they have no freedom to practice their beliefs and where they could not live according to the principle of Quran and according to the Sharia. They cannot spend their life according to the Sunnah of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Addressing at Aligarh, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah explained the ideology of Pakistan in these words. What was the motive of demand of Pakistan? And what was the reason of separate state for the Muslims of India? Why was the need to divide India? Its reason neither the narrow-mindedness of Hindus nor the tricks of the British. It is the fundamental demand of Islam. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah described the social system according to Islam. Addressing the officers of Government of Pakistan at Karachi on 11th October 1947, Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, "The establishment of Pakistan, for which we have been starving for the last 10 years, is by the grace of God is now an established fact. But the creation of a state of our own was a mean to an end and not the end itself. The idea was that we should have a state in which we could live and breathe as free men as according to the teaching of Holy Quran and Sharia." Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said that we are struggling for the separate homeland for the Muslims because Qaid-e-Azam said that Islam is our guide and it is the complete code of life. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said that while the ideology of Pakistan, we don't demand Pakistan simply to have a piece of land, but we want a laboratory where we could experiment our Islamic principles. Fundamental teaching of Islam, according to Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he considered that Islam bind all the races in one nationality. Religion is the fundamental case of getting Pakistan. So, all must think as Pakistani. Even the minorities also think that they are Pakistani. He addressed the people of Dhaka on 21st March 1948. He said, "We want Pakistan and we achieved. Now, we never think that we are Bengali, Punjabi, Sindhi, Balochi, Pathan or so on." He said that we are Pakistani. Even the minorities, they also are Pakistanis and they must have complete sense of security and they would enjoy the equal rights in the country. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah also gave Islamic economic system to the country. On 1st July 1948, Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah inaugurated the State Bank of Pakistan. On this occasion, he said that the economic system of the West has created almost insoluble problems for the humanity. It has failed to do justice between man and man. We must present to the world an economic system based upon true Islamic concept of equality, of manhood and social justice. In the conclusion, I would like to say that as Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a strong supporter of two-nation theory, he considered that the ideology of Islam as the ideology of Pakistan. He wanted to a separate state for the Muslims where they could live according to the Islam and where they could practice all the religious, social, economical principles of Islam. He considered Islam is a complete code of life. He considered Islamic economic system is the best system for the country. He wanted Islamic social justice in the country. That is all about today. Students, now I'm going to describe your homework. That is, read the passage given on page number 13, 14 and 15 of your textbook. Then students, some written work. You have to write two questions. Question number 1, that is the short question. What is two nation theory? You have to describe it into 3 to 4 lines. And then a long question. Elaborate the ideology of Pakistan in the light of pronouncement of Qaid-e-Azam. Students, these are the two questions which you have to do on your neat copies. The work must be very neat and clean, and it should be very nice. Students, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.